Hello Aries, welcome to the Age of Listening. Doing reading for October, and I've already shuffled these quite a lot anyway, but let's see what this deck has to say for you Aries for this month. Really? Okay, but let's see what this deck has to say about it. What does my Oversoul have to say on that matter? Oh my goodness. The path. Can you see that? Let's hold it up. It's going on to, so yeah, so they kind of blend in perfectly together, don't they? The path leading over to new horizons, and it can be metaphorical or it can be real, but it's definitely a journey that you are on, Aries. But I think a lot of us are on that too. Now, let's have a look in the 3 areas that we're looking for, what these oracle cards are going to say in the 3 areas we're looking at. Whew. There's a lot of talk going on at the moment all over the place, and I feel I just want to say to you guys as well, with all of these star signs, decompress. Find those times to decompress. It's not going to happen just by accident. You have to actually make the time to go away, sit down somewhere quiet, and just self-heal, really. Always beneficial, but I think for this month, I think it's really beneficial. If any of you saw my video, by the way, before this on flooding, the one that was going on in New York is not the one I was talking about, just so you know. Right, okay. Love in all areas, a good general, and finance and career. Well, healthy lifestyle, you know, isn't it just what I was saying? Here it's got healthy lifestyle, eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, the exercise regular for optimal health. And I was just talking about for you guys particularly, but I think it's good for anybody, is to take care of yourself at this time. Beloved one, Archangel, I don't know how to pronounce that, Camel, oh, I don't know. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Now, soulmate relationship, it doesn't have to be somebody that, you know, people think about soulmates, and they think automatically of someone that, you know, that you end up partnering up with, and it doesn't mean that. I mean, it might have been initially said like that, and it could be for you, it could mean that, but there's also soulmates with your family, there's soulmates with your brothers and sisters, and best friends. You know, whoever your soulmate is, it's just another human being. But it says here, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. I'll do one more shuffle and then let's get going. I'm going to do one big thing, so I really want to make sure this is done actually before I cut it. They're huge. I wish they did these in a smaller version. Please, people. Okay, so this is where you are. Oh, Rudy Doody. Let's quickly cover that up. There you go. And this is the advice card. Right. Okay, so you've got two kings here. You've got the King of Pentacles as where you are. So this is somebody who's thinking Pentacles are all about earthly things. It's always about material, physical success and prosperity. So it's to do with career and family, body and health and stability. It's about the practical things of life that we have to deal with on an ongoing, ongoing. So that's where it's saying you are at the moment. So in the area of love and relationships and family, for you Aries, it looks like you're in a place of power. You are balancing everything, and you are in control, really, and feeling very good. But I have a feeling that you are coming into a period where you are going to be, you're not there yet, but you're coming into a period where you're being asked to be the King of Swords. I might sneeze, excuse me. So the King of Swords is someone who is in control of the mind. It's to do with thoughts and ideas as well. Truths. He's a man with a plan, because it's all about that cognitive mind. Spit it out. It's about that, having that clarity of thought, conscious thought. But he's a very moral person, and he is very self-disciplined, ethical. Has that authority and respect. So with that being upside down, reversed, that's either saying, okay, probably you're not there but you need to be, or you're not quite there yet but you will be and will need to be the King of Swords in that situation. So with family and friends and loved ones, it's about stepping back and thinking before you talk. It's about, because all the kings do that. Probably not the King of Wands, but generally on the whole, the kings kind of tend to step back and think before they actually act. So be aware that the advice card is that to have wisdom, and in order to have wisdom and clarity of thought of a situation, try not to act before you've thought it through. So we'll get to the general in a minute, actually, because that's always a good one to finish with. But in the area of career and finance, you've got compassion. Don't ask me to say this. Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So, okay, where are you having to use compassion? Is that compassion on yourself? If you're lacking in confidence in order to progress forward in the area of work and finance, sometimes we actually have to have a lot of compassion on ourselves, realise we might not know everything right now, but we can and we will, if we just have to have confidence in ourselves and not overpower ourselves, and realise that there's a lot of people out there that aren't, snappy and quick, or aren't able to just, be 100% of the time. We're all human. So have compassion on yourself, and if there's something you need to do and get it done, then I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, but just realise we're all kind of in the same boat. These super gods that seem to be able to do everything with ease, that they're not the norm. And probably you're holding yourself at too much of a higher expectation, if that's the right sentence, if I said that right. But anyway, if that's not you, soften your heart with respect to this situation, and all the people involved, including yourself. Have compassion. So where you are at the moment is the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the 8 here. Oh my goodness, I've just seen this is 8 as well. Look. I know it's Roman numerals, but you've got 8 and 8 and 8. Oh, I'll have to look and see if there's any more 8s. Is there any more 8s? There's a Rudy Doody one there. Okay, so 3 8s. Oh wow, 3 8s, just realised. Okay, so with the 8 of Pentacles anyway, let's get straight to that. This is about accomplishing, it's a karma card, it's about finding balance, but it's an action card, it's education, business, development, money, accountability, as he's working hard with these pentacles, because remember, pentacles are always about the security of life. Then with the moon card, what it's asking you to do is dig deep, because where we have the moon card again, it's another mastery card, except this is 18, so 1 and 8 makes 9. So it's progressing, believe it or not, from 8 to 9. You're progressing forward. And very much like this, it is about it's about embracing. Hold, excuse me a second. I thought that was my door. Sorry. It's about mastering your intuition, looking at shadow development, and it's one step closer to 20, which to the sun. Sorry, I got so distracted, excuse me. Right, okay, balance myself. So the next card from the moon is the sun, which is release. So you always got that mastery before release, that working hard before release, before freedom, working hard, mastering something, where you get to the space of the sun, which is also known as the crown chakra opening, where you have mastered the ego. So basically, okay, so you're working really hard. It doesn't necessarily mean physically. It could be all in the brain, you know. You're formulating ideas. You're trying to come up with solutions. But in the area of finance and career, you have that moon period where you're going to have to master that ego, look at probably the areas that you are fearful or unknown, unknown situations, and like the 2 columns here, the Isis columns, as you go through, you've got to master the areas in which you are not that sure of, or of things that you are fearful of, before you go into the light. So I'm just saying what the cards say. Wow, it's a bit deep, isn't it, Aries? I'm not sure. Aries, can you be that deep? I'm not sure. Did I give you too much? Okay, anyway. So here we've got a nudie doody card. You've got the healthy lifestyle. This is general. Okay, so you've got go and get that healthy lifestyle. By the way, I wasn't being rude about you here. With Aries, you don't muck around. You can't be bothered with faff and fluff. That's what I meant. Right, so you've got the Lover's card. This is where you are at the moment. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it is 6, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're necessarily in that loving place with a partner. When you have the Lovers, we're talking about the first half of the major arcanas, and so I've always classed it as I think it's the first 7 cards, around about the first 7 cards are all about the practicalities of this earthly living, this earthly experience that we are sort of entertaining. And with the lovers, it's about harmony. It is about relationship building, but it's also about nurturing others and ourselves. It's the birthing of cooperation, as well as deals. But where it doesn't have it here, it's quite evidently the lovers and embracing nature here and being at one. But it's very close when you think about the actual Rider-Waite-Smith. She, who looks very much like Isis to me, she is handing him a cup, and he already has a cup, which is why on that particular deck he is receiving another cup, so he'll have two, therefore he's got balance. Anyway, it's a great card. The advice is the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords for me is all about going forward, leaving usually something behind. You're going with new ideas, you have got aspirations, you're moving forward with those, and it's a new journey, new adventure, but most importantly those swords are in front, and you're kind of leaving trouble behind, but you're kind of leaving combative energy behind you, and you are moving forward in a more liberating fashion, looking for better times ahead. So if this is an advice card, then it's about take that step. Look at the past and what it's learnt, what it's taught you, and move forward knowing everything that you have learnt in the past, and take it with you for your future, so that you can be liberated and not only claim healing, but also move forward in a more harmonious fashion for yourself. And it is the swords, so we're talking about the mind, we're talking about freedom of the mind, and accepting our past experiences and the problems that it may have caused you, but rather seeing them as lessons to learn from for future situations. Anyway, right, that was really heavy, but hopefully that helped you, and I'll see you in November. Bye.